Alright, we're 5 seconds in. I'm going to go and get started. Today is March 24th, 2011. It is about 11:42 p.m. It's fairly late. I'm actually just getting home back from Richmond. I was in Richmond most of today for my godson's 5th birthday party. And I wasn't really planning on making a video right when I came home because I kind of figured I might be home a little late. And I actually only had planned to just come home and go straight to sleep. But as I was driving home, I believe a fairly powerful point came to me. And it's something that has already been preached to me that I heard before. And also I've heard other people mention it in times past. But also I was reminded of it again tonight as I was driving home. And this is one of the many reasons why I enjoy driving. That's why I don't mind driving long distance by myself, because the Lord always ends up sharing things to me, or there's just principles and thoughts that is revealed to me. And also I have a time to think and be by myself. And also, earlier today, I was thinking that I want to go up start make some videos about singleness as well, because obviously, for everyone that know me, know that I'm single, and so I think that this could also be a form where I could be an encouragement to also my other singles out there. But this video is not necessarily for that, but I'm going to make some points about singleness in this video. But as some of you may know, right now I only have about, last time I checked today, I only had 6 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And before I go any further, I want to make 2 special shout outs to my work bestie, Precious, aka Unbothered Souls. I think it's negative something, but I'm sorry, Precious, I can't remember your YouTube channel. It was Unbothered by Negative Souls. There you go. So go ahead and check out her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube channel for her physical health goals, and she's doing an awesome job, and I know many of you all will also benefit from that. And the second person I want to give a shout out to, my friend Brent, that also subscribed yesterday. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And everyone on this channel, all 6 people that subscribe to this channel, I have a challenge for you all and for myself. I have a goal this week. Our goal this week for all my 6 subscribers as well as myself, we have to get 12 subscribers in 1 week. So by next Saturday, we need to have at least 12 subscribers to this page. And so let's do our best to share this knowledge and this wisdom out to others that you may feel that can benefit from this. So let's do that. So I'm 3 minutes in right now. I'm not trying to be super long-winded. Of course, I want to get straight to the point. I don't want to be dry or anything like that. So I just want to get my point across. So for many of you know or don't know about me, I can have like serious road rage. And my road rage did not start until I moved here to the Hampton Roads. I'm originally from Harrisonburg, Virginia, which is rural country area, home of James Madison University. Very small community. Everybody knows how to drive. Okay? People are not in a rush to go places. It's just cool, calm, and relaxed. I moved to Hampton Roads about, 10 and a half years ago, and I immediately got road rage. And so as I was driving back home tonight, instead of me getting road rage, and I did, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all right now. I did get some serious road rage tonight, but Lord forgive me. But in that, I try not to internalize it so much and take it personal. I actually took some life lessons from tonight as I'm driving home. Like I said before, this is why I don't mind driving long distance. I know people are always worried for me and don't understand why I do these long trips sometimes. Today wasn't a long trip, but just FYI, it's because I'm able to gather my thoughts, and I get life lessons and principles, and the Lord revealed things to me, and I use what's going on around me to teach me, and it helps me a great deal because sometimes I need to get away from the noise. I need to get away from people. We're all social beings, and yes, we need each other, of course, to survive and live in this world. But everyone needs time by themselves. Everyone needs to take that time and be by themselves at some point of time, in a day, in a week. So today, that was my time with driving up there and driving back. But I felt it more beneficial driving back. So as I was driving, I ended up hitting, what was that, 64 East, I believe it was. As soon as I hit 64 East, some of you may be aware of these roads, some of you may not, depending on where you are, but those that are in the Hampton Roads area will kind of sense where I was at. So as soon as I hit 64 East, going towards Williamsburg and the Hampton Roads area, I noticed at the time I was in my right lane, and so traffic was going smoothly, and then I start noticing people are just flying, like because there's also an exit that people are getting off to be on 64 East. So people are flying to get on 64 East onto oncoming traffic, but there's a yield sign. And immediately, this starts speaking to me. One of the major things that I notice in this area, and I could say about this area because I live here. Can't speak for everyone else. Maybe this happens in other places. Maybe it doesn't. But in this area, I've noticed when people come on oncoming traffic, when they get onto exits or leave exits, they don't yield. They do not yield. They just pass the sign like the sign's not even there. Like they pass that sign like it's a green light, or they're telling you to accelerate. You would think that sign would mean accelerate and try to hit somebody, because that's exactly how so many people in this area drive. So immediately I was like, oh my goodness. People need to follow the road, the signs of the road. Do people not understand these road signs? Do they not know what they mean? And so immediately I was like, oh my goodness. Perfect thought, perfect principle. There's so many things we could learn when we're just driving. And I guess I'll name this video, Follow the Road Signs of Life. Follow the road signs of life. So with that being said, so let's use the yield sign as an example to the road signs of life. Everyone in this life has a calling, they have a duty, they have a mission, they have a purpose. Everyone on this planet. Some know about it or are aware about it. Some are actually in it and doing it. Some people may know or haven't necessarily started. And there are people who are not aware of their giftings and talents and where they should be. So they're unaware of what lane they need to be in. And I'm referring to using, the physical road symbols and signs into life, into real life. So with that being said, everyone has a designated lane to be in. Okay, so everybody's not going to be in the fast lane at the same time, or not necessarily fast lane. It's supposed to be the passing lane, which that's another thing we'll touch on in a second. So everybody's not going to always be in the passing lane. Everybody's not going to always be in the regular slow lane. And everybody's not going to be in a yielding lane or whatever lane that you're supposed to be in. You have, depending on the seasons, that you are currently in or going to, you have a mission that you need to accomplish. So that means you're going to be in the lane until God tells you you need to go to the other lane. So as I'm seeing people fly, I mean, because like I want to say the speed limit was like 70. It was like 60 or 70. I want to say it was like 70. So these people are going like 50, 60, or probably more on oncoming traffic without yielding. In real life, people, when you're being positioned, getting onto another exit, meaning you're getting onto a new level or a new season in life, or you're taking on a new, it's all a journey. So you're taking on a new mission. When you're doing that, you need to be cautious, and when you're going to be positioned into that, don't force anything. Okay? If you're supposed to be in that next chapter or in that next level, it will happen because you're positioned to get into that. And I'm saying that, I hope you can understand this, how it was brought to me. And that's one of the things that I'm working on, just being able to share things and how it's being brought to me. So you're going to eventually get into that, because the physical indication of the road sign yielding, we know that particular lane for that exit is going to be obviously it's going to be closed. So you're going to have the signs. Normally the signs will say merge. This lane will close, merge. It will either tell you to merge left or merge right, depending on what side of the road you're on. So you need to be paying attention to that, okay? So that doesn't mean you ignore the yield sign. It doesn't mean you ignore the merging sign. Of course, you're going to get to that destination, because that lane is going to eventually close that you get to where you need to go. So that's another thing that really spoke to me. And with that being said, something else that just hit me like so crazy when I'm seeing these cars do this, something else spoke to me as a single. Like, just because you doesn't necessarily say it's everyone, because it's not. It's just a figure of speech, of course. But just because you see everyone getting married, having babies, doesn't mean you rush into that lane, because you know what? That's not my lane at that moment in time. And I wasn't even necessarily speaking to myself, but just in general. That's just one of many examples. You just don't rush into a lane. We're talking about a season in life that you're not yet meant to be in yet. Okay? So if you're supposed to be on this lane here, on this still just going on exit lane, you stay in that lane until it's almost closed off where you need to merge in. So don't be rushing into stuff that you're not supposed to be in. Okay? So follow the road signs of life. Okay? Just because you see the majority doing something doesn't mean that you necessarily have to do it. Everyone has their own mission, their own duty, their own purpose, their own calling. Stay in your lane. Stay focused into your lane. That's the thing about driving. If you're going to be driving, you must stay focused. So everybody on here that are driving right now, that are drivers, remember when you first start driving. Everyone may have had different experiences, but I would say the majority of people that first start driving can say that they was nervous at first, right? Most of us will say that we was nervous with driving when we first start driving. I remember the first few months I start learning, like my hands would be so sweaty and like swelled, because I would just be like so anxious. Like I was so scared of messing up and whatever have you. Now, me driving, I'm doing some interesting stuff driving. Like, now we eat, we talk to people. Like, we do some crazy stuff driving now. It's like, sometimes, I don't know if anybody experienced this, but a little off topic, but I'm getting somewhere with this. Even sometimes where, you're driving and you're so used to a route. I mean, you're so used to a route, like you mastered that route, whereas that your mind actually like blanked out. Like, it's like you're driving and then you come to and it's like, how am I still surviving right now? It's like, it's just the oddest thing. And I've heard other people experiencing that. It's just the oddest thing. You mastered a route so good that it's just odd. But anyways, coming to that. So when you start becoming aware, of your purpose, of your calling, of your mission, of your duty, whatever you're supposed to be doing, when you first start to be aware of that, you may be fearful. You may be anxious. There may be some doubt. You may have some feelings of, I can't do this, or I won't do this. I'm comfortable with, for example, some of y'all may have just been comfortable having your parents drive you everywhere. Some of you may have been comfortable just having your friends drive you everywhere. But, when you came to that age, that time, where people got tired of driving you everywhere, and when you came of age, it was time. So, yes, new things will bring some of that. I feel like that's normal. That's normal, and that's why you have to actually do it and practice in what you're supposed to be doing. But as time goes on, it will get easier, just like with driving. It will get easier. You'll be able to multitask a little bit. Okay, I'm not promoting doing multiple stuff as driving. Just a disclaimer, you all. But, it will get easier. Same thing with real life. And so, just putting that out there. What else did I notice tonight as well? Oh, also what I noticed with the whole thing about yielding, there's going to be times in our lives where that we will be meant to help someone for a quick moment, for just a season, And that is okay. That is okay. You do not have to tailgate people for their entire lives. You don't have to do that. So when someone's yielding, for someone that's on the other lane, sometimes it's considerate for them to get over, for the other person to get over, or help or allow for them to get over so they could get in that same lane as you, because they need to get in that lane, because eventually their lane will be closing soon, and they will also need your support and your help if you're driving fairly close to them to help them merge into that other lane. So same thing in real life. Sometimes as people are transitioning into a new season, a new level, or they're realizing what they need to be doing, and they may be coming into your area of expertise, they're going to need your help for a quick moment in time. And please help them, please help them. And I'm speaking for myself too. Help them for a season. But same time, don't be tailgating that person on that entire route. Because eventually they're going to have, they'll be okay. They will be okay. So that's another point. Another point is that I get so upset with on the roads, and I'm going on 19 minutes here. So this is going to be part 1, and I'm going to do part 2. So, because it's already 20 minutes, and I'm going to do my best to not do more than 20-minute videos. So stay tuned for part 2.